instinct is to call on the gods? Before you try unlocking the door, perhaps you should first find a way to clear the fog that clouds your vision. My name is Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany, and the founder of the New Sporists. Before we go any further, rule number 1, do not call me Anaxa. Rule number 2, never interrupt me. Silence is golden. The person standing here and conversing with you right now isn't the vestiges of a memory. Rather, it is the culmination of the greatness of science and the pure, irrefutable, and undeniable exalted truth. Through the wonders of alchemy, I have shattered my soul and transmuted it into gold before burying it in this spot. I have recorded these words so that visitors may learn where their next destination lies. Nothing is impossible. Having said that, alchemy is not omnipotent. Each time you hear from me, an equivalent part of my soul is being consumed as the price. In other words, this voice isn't created out of thin air. That's because my precise calculations account for every possibility. I also know that you have already discovered the cause of the calamity at the Grove, the Black Tide, and that you mistakenly believe that the scholars have been wiped. But that is where you're wrong. While the Black Tide was still approaching the Grove, the sages found a way to evacuate the vast majority of the scholars. They are heading toward the holy city of Okhema as we speak. Only a small fraction of the scholars stayed behind with me to defend the Grove. If all goes well, Circe's Coreflame will reach Okhema before long. But since you have accessed this message, something unforeseen must have occurred. For now, you should continue onward to the Luminary Throne, where you may retrieve the Coreflame. And our mortal remains. And now, the objective is complete. That is all. My eyes can no longer see. No matter. All I have to do is to place this body at the core of the array for the sake of Amphoreus. Die with me, Titan.
Can't be killed in a single blow. You are indeed no ordinary human.
How annoying. Since the ambush failed, it'll be difficult to find another opportunity. What a pity. That was tough.
I'm truly exhausted. I'm about to be overwhelmed.
This is bad. All this noise and commotion. Okhema hasn't changed a bit, has it? There's no need for doubt. The Titan no longer speaks. It is I, Anaxagoras of the New Sporists. That does not surprise me. And now, I'm a survivor who witnessed the entirety of the disaster, as well as the defenseless bearer of a Coreflame. Are you going to bring me to Aglaia to fulfill your duty? Fine. There's no need to make your life difficult. I'm not against meeting that woman. But I have some things to take care of first. The families of some of my fellow Grove scholars live in the Holy City. Before we meet Aglaia, I want to visit them. Let me guess. That woman will not only prevent me from visiting the families of the deceased, but will also suppress any information about the Grove. She's always been that cold-hearted. My fellows at the Grove gave their lives defending the Coreflame and fighting the Black Tide alongside me. Their families deserve to know the truth. Do you really think that woman would treat me well, even if I behaved and proved my loyalty? I wouldn't mind seeing a bit more anger on her face. Are you going to stop me, Casterus? You truly have the makings of a fine scholar, putting yourself in other people's shoes like that. Let's go. I won't go overboard. Neither of us is narrow-minded. You should know the root cause of our conflict. Hello. If I'm not mistaken, you are Callinicus' wife, right? Ma'am. Callinicus passed away a few days ago, defending the Grove against the Black Tide. Yes. He managed to protect Circe's Coreflame at the cost of his life. I'm really sorry. Are you the father of Kenani and Okhema? Mr. Fabio, the Black Tide took Kenani and Okhema. They fought until their last breath against the Black Tide to defend the Grove. As the Chrysos heir stationed at the Grove, I failed to protect them. Mr. Fabio, if you're upset, keep your cool, Titus. I'm Anaxagoras from the Grove of Epiphany, and a colleague of your father, old Titus. A few days ago, your father passed away. That is it. That's all the colleagues' families that I remember. Let's go. Take me to see Aglaia. That's just great. She refuses to even see me. Answer me this, friend. Did Aglaia order you to take me directly to prison? It's fortunate we don't have to confront that woman while I'm hauling around this sick body. Castorus, and this friend I haven't gotten the chance to know, I'll take my leave for today. That Titan made a myriad of adjustments on their own. My head still aches from that. I don't want to stay a second longer in this noisy city if I can. Is covered by her golden threads, I know. That woman is extremely confident I won't escape her grasp. Don't worry. As I said before, I'll mind my behavior. Who are you? Oh, it's you. I remember that glib tongue of yours. What brings you here? Surely you're not here to reminisce. Of course. You only beat around the bush when you have a hidden agenda. Rumors sure travel fast. Unfortunately, I too know nothing about it. I can only tell you that it is clad in a black robe and wields a greatsword. At least, it looks like a greatsword. It's shaped like a twisted half-sun, and a peculiar dagger resembling a crescent moon. By the way, take this with you. I got it from the sneak attack. It's yours now. Don't try to be a hero. No one in Okhema stands a chance against that thing right now. Not at first. But the god relented after having had a taste of its power. Even with the god possessing me, I couldn't fight against that blade. That incredible power doesn't seem to be granted by any titan. It's possible. Much like the Black Tide, no? We? Drop the pipe dream, Phynon. No one wants to see you fall by their blade. You know that I don't believe. Take a seat. Since you are sincerely seeking enlightenment, I suppose I can tell you one more thing. This is the most plausible possibility. First, it has a vessel that can hold core flames. Second, I'm one of its targets. Let's start with the first premise. Its peculiar ceremonial blade can interact with a core flame, as evidenced by the pull I felt when it stabbed into my chest. I hypothesize that the blade can sense, absorb, or even retain core flames. The second premise is even more explicit. When it was engaged in fierce battle with many of us and was heavily distracted, it remained consistently focused on me. Or rather, on the Titan Circes inside me. Not necessarily, Let's call that person the Flame Reaver for now. If my presumption holds, that person has 3 targets. The first target is me. The second target is Oryx, who hasn't yet fallen. And the third is Okhema and the Vortex of Genesis, where the Coreflames are housed. But I suspect Okhema won't be their first target. Kefali's Coreflame is guarded by the Council of Elders' arcane power, and Fagusa's Water Curtain should be able to block out any external perceptions. The whereabouts of Thanatos remain a mystery to all. As for Aquila, can you fly? Can that Swordmaster fly? If they had wings, I wouldn't have made it out of the grove alive. With the distances between Okhema, the grove, and these potential targets, I believe we should bolster our defenses and... Nights do not fall upon Okhema. Honestly, I didn't expect the renowned Reason Titan to behave like this. It was you who insisted on implanting the Coreflame in me. Forget it. Cut the sarcasm and just say what you need to say. If I'm not worried, why should you be? I know what you're planning. You just want my help answering the question. What exactly are we? Correct? Then rest easy. The answer will soon be revealed, and you'll have to return my body shortly. Certainly. I initially thought this extremely frail state would hinder me from getting my body back. But I didn't expect the answer to be right within it. That saved me a lot of trouble. I don't even need the black-robed Swordmaster's ceremonial blade. Regrettably, I can't carry out the upcoming experiment alone. Be patient, Titan. If we're always so guarded, how can death reach us easily? I forgot about you. My apologies. What if I refuse? Oh, monster neither human nor divine. Don't forget that you won't dare kill me. If you snuff out the Coreflame of Reason, what else can you use to stand against the Council? I warned you. Do not interrupt me. What do you mean?